watching Tea with Katriel, a Hard Vibes Media production. Tea with Katriel, Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello, everyone. My name is Katriel, and you're watching Tea with Katriel. Today, I have a very important guest who will be joining us today for our show, and he's going to be talking about his life journey. His name is Cheesy the Don. Now, let's welcome him as he joins us in. Hello, Mr. Cheesy.
Yeah, how you doing,
I'm
Katriel?
good. How are you?
Doing great. Just
Welcome,
just in
welcome.
there. Thank you.
Welcome. So, I just told the viewers that your name is Cheesy the Don, but I want you to tell us who you are, how we say your name, like what name do you go by? How would you like viewers to call you?
All right. First of all, I'd like to say that it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so so my real name is Chizita.
Mm-hmm.
That's an Igbo name.
Oh,
Um, I don't know if some of the viewers are from Nigeria. I guess they know what I'm saying.
okay.
So what that means is in my language it means God sent.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Don that was added to it, that is the AKA that was added to it, was actually given to me by a very close friend of mine. His name is Cosby Jones. Currently, he's an on-air personality, works in a radio station in Port Harcourt.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's where I used to live before I moved to Canada.
Wow.
So, so I mean, I don't know why he calls me the Don. I guess that's so much of a high-level name. I don't know,
Yeah.
but it became like a popular name around my neighborhood. So what I did was, okay, instead of coming up with a new name, let me just go with what people know me with, right? Around
Right.
here, yeah. So
That's nice.
so that's how the name came about, and you can always trace it back to my original name, Chizita.
Wow.
So so I'm personally I'm a rapper and a business analyst. I studied
Mm.
project management. I work. I have my my normal 9 to 5 grind is very very important because you need to take care of other things. And
Mm-hmm.
the rap side of me, it's something I believe right now is like a second nature to me. Like it just comes naturally. It's not even about making money. It's not about fame. It's just about fulfillment. That's the
Mm.
way I see it. Yeah.
Hmm.
So so that's it. So I'm Nigerian, and what else to say?
Okay. Wow. I like where you said fulfillment. That was very interesting because a lot of people don't understand what it is to find fulfillment in your passion, which obviously for you, your passion is music. Am I right?
Correct.
Oh, I just wanna ask you a few questions. You've told us about yourself. Now I want to know, what kind of music specifically you focus on. Is it just rap, or is there a specific genre of music that you do?
Yeah, it's basically rap, but at the same time, I'm open to trying other genres in such a way that through collaborations, like I can actually bounce on an Afro beat. I can
Mm,
even have a collaboration with someone who does reggae,
mm-hmm.
R&B. Yeah, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm very versatile when it comes to rap. I've been doing this
Right,
for quite a long time.
right.
So the genre that I belong to, if I have to use one word to that, is just rap music. But
Mm,
then again, I'm open to collaborations with other genres.
right. Okay. So right now it's quarantine, right? Because of the COVID-19, a lot of people are home and a lot of people are working. Now, as an artistic person, what advice would you give to people who are home and they are very passionate about music, and right now they're just stuck, they don't know how to go about with pursuing their passion, either for just fulfillment like you said, or for
Yes.
as a career? Like, what advice would you give to those people who are sitting home depressed, kind of, let me put it that way, because of music?
All right. All right. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, if you want to take it as a career, that's might probably be the ultimate objective, but there's a starting point for for doing this. First, I think you need to take it as a hobby.
Hmm.
So that way you're not under pressure. You're just having fun doing it. And while doing that, you are somewhat getting how will I put it? You're getting perfection in your craft,
Hmm.
because it's all about perfection. You have to make sure that if you want to do this, you have to do it very well, because it's a very competitive sport, rap
Hmm.
music. Um, so like I said, start off with a hobby. Go to school, come out of schools. Education is very important.
Hmm.
Um, get a job, because you need to move with other things in life. Keep doing it, then keep finding ways around it, especially with the era of social media. This is a very good era for
Hmm.
music. You don't
Hmm.
have to wait to get signed to very renowned record companies right now. Personally, you can build your audience on these platforms.
Right.
So you just have to find ways, get education, understand how to do it, and start building. Then, in addition to that, you can also make side money from it, like streams on some of the streaming websites like Spotify, iTunes, a whole lot of them. So you have to keep moving in this direction until it gets to a point whereby this stuff is really bringing in like 3 times your income. Okay,
Right.
you might want to okay, fix it full time, probably invest in other businesses, then fix it
Right.
full time and get it out there. Because once you own the moment, you don't want to lose it. You want to
Hmm.
make sure that you take advantage of it.
Hmm.
So that's the advice that I'll give to any youngster that is coming up. Don't just, from experience, don't just come into it and say that's what you want to do. Just do it as a hobby. Do it as a
Right.
hobby, then do other things. But make
Right.
sure that you're working on your craft every day, because
Hmm.
it keeps evolving. So you need to stay in touch with the times.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a very good one. Working on your craft, because sometimes people are so stubborn in terms of like taking advice from those that have experience, and they feel like, you know what, this is what I do, this is how I do it, I'm going to stick to that way. So what Chiza the Dawn is saying to you young artists out there, you young rappers that want to be known or just want to do it as a side gig for passion and to make a little bit of money, keep working on your craft. The more you work on it, the better you become, and who knows where it's going to take you, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when you're writing your rap, like, what exactly inspires you? Okay, is it just like something that just comes of random, or is there a specific reason to why you write your particular songs or rap rather?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It comes in both ways that you've just mentioned. It
Mm.
comes randomly, and sometimes it's something that just it comes all at once. Because for me, the way that it works sometimes for me is that I might be doing something else. Probably I'm cooking, or maybe at work, probably doing some grocery, and some lines of rhymes will just come in. So when I say lines in rap, like, okay, in English you call that sentences, but in
Mm.
rap we call it lines, like your bars. They call it, your bars just keep rolling in.
Right.
So when that happens, I've trained my memory to store them. It's not
Mm.
always easy for some people. Sometimes you can, if it comes too much, I write them down on the phone, like I put them down. So it comes in chunks like that sometimes. And at the end of the day, I might have like bits and bits of rhymes all over the place. And by the time I put them together, I can see that they are pointing at one direction. It could be that every of those chunk of rhyme is talking about love. probably relationship, or maybe he's even talking about politics or something of that nature, then all I have to do is to carefully craft, link up those rhymes in a way that they become a story that is pointing at one overall topic. So this is one of the ways that I get inspired. It's not just at once. Then other times it comes at once like that. Like you can't even explain it. Pretty much like someone is just whispering in your ears and you're just writing it down without any so much thought process, just like that.
Right.
Because I remember writing a song sometimes back home. The track is titled Shine. So it's all about, it talks about young children, growing up to become better adults, respect your parents, strive to become someone valuable in the society and all that. So when that particular rhymes came off the top of my head, I was just scribbling down on the paper without waiting for a second until I finished the complete song within a couple minutes.
Amazing.
Yeah, it happens like that sometimes. And within probably a day or two later, I'm already in the studio recording.
Wow.
But this is not a common occurrence. It happens like maybe once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is one of the ways. Then other times it could be that, from people's experiences, let's say our friends who go through certain things in life, and I'm touched by it, then I just start, narrating that story in form of rap.
Right.
Yeah, why? There's this part that I want to mention, of which I know most rappers don't talk about it, A lot of the times it could be a fairy tale. It could be no experience, nothing from anyone. You just sit down and imagine a story in your head, and you try to write it in such a way that whoever is listening to it might believe that it's a true life story. We do that all the time too. Yeah. But for me, when I'm doing that, I have to make sure that it's a positive song that I'm making. Because it's not something I experienced. It's just something that came into my head. Like when you're trying to write a movie that is not based on facts. But, a fairy tale that you're trying to make look very real to the viewers or the listeners. So these are 4 different ways that it comes for me.
Wow.
And it works perfectly well. Yeah.
Wow. So when you're talking about rap, I'm thinking now, like, right from when rap started, if we look back, there's this stereotype that has always been wrapped around rap music, the stereotype of violence, the stereotype of gangs, the stereotype of you have to be a thug to be a rapper. And then we have kids growing up, or young children growing up, who are watching these videos or listening to this music. How would you say that your music differs from that kind of stereotype with rap?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me say, first of all, I had a very good upbringing. I was well brought up, so because it's always good to reflect your real self on your music. It wouldn't be nice trying to sound like a thug or like a gangster when you're not, because by doing so, you're attracting some negative forces towards yourself, which might eventually becomes a reality. So my music specifically is all about me. I'm a very positive person, and I try to show that in every of my song. So it's all about becoming a better person in the society. It's all about doing the right things. It's all about, just conscious rap. We call it reality rap, but from a positive direction. We have a number of rappers like that who make, this kind of music. They might not be that mainstream, but they're doing okay. One of the popular ones is Will Smith. Will Smith never talked about violence in his music, but he's a very successful, highly successful MC rapper. So for young cats that are coming up in the game, yes, if you can keep it positive, that's the best way to go.
Right.
Yeah, that's the best way to go, because at the end of the day, um, um, a rapper is pretty much like a motivational speaker, or,
Right.
or rather, even a pastor in the church
Right.
or whatever. So you
Hmm.
might not know, but someone somewhere has downloaded your music and is listening to every rhymes that you're spitting.
That's
So
right.
if you are preaching violence in one way or the other, you have contributed to the violence in the world today.
Right.
Yeah. So I will always advise youngins that are coming up to keep it positive. There's a lot of positive things right there that you can talk about that you can still make money out of. It doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that would be my take on that.
Wow. And it's so interesting that you say that because, like you said, rappers, or rather music artists, they are like inspirational or motivational speakers, because music has such a powerful impact. It does something to the mind, it does something to the soul, and I don't think a lot of people understand the intensity of the impact, the influence that can be made in people's lives through music. People
Correct.
heal through music, people hurt through music. I
Correct.
mean, it does a lot of let me use this word. This is my phrase. It does a lot of washing. Let me put it that way. You know what I mean? Because you
Yep.
could be feeling so sad and you listen to a music that would just lift up your spirit and you just say, wow, I feel good, and that's why, like you said, it's very important to be cautious of how you reflect yourself in the music that you're presenting to the world, because there are young ones looking up to you that you don't know, and if they're really like idolizing that music, when I say
Yep.
idolizing, I mean like if they really love your music and love the way you spit rap or the way you sing or the way you present your songs, automatically they might want to be like you, and they listen to those words that you write through rhythm and
Correct.
take it out in the physical. So you're right, it is very important to be very cautious of how we write or how we perform, or your image to the world,
That's
because
correct.
the way I
That's
see
correct.
it is like the blood of the innocent becomes in your hand. If someone listens to your music and they go start shooting because they like you so much, and as a rapper they're presenting thuggish and whatever, then technically indirectly you're responsible for that person's life, you know what I mean?
Sure.
um
Sure. Right.
so yeah, you're so right. So what is your goal? What do you hope? I know you had mentioned that you're not doing it for fame or for profit, but when you're making your music, what is your hope? What is your goal?
Okay. Yeah. So one of my goals is to reach as much people as I can reach through my music, even though it's not going to be an easy route to take, but I'm working towards that.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently, I'm working on a project that um, that is going to be on so many platforms in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that. I have that already set up already.
Okay.
It's going to be on so many music download sites. I'm working that out with my team back home, like one of my very good friends who runs like an entertainment center in Abuja, and I'm in Lagos. So he has the connect. So we're working on that to make sure that it gets on all these platforms so we can reach more people.
Right.
And I look forward to have collaboration with some of the top,
Mm.
not really, not really mainstream, because it's not easy to
Mm-hmm.
reach them, but that is still possible. But
Right.
some of the top rappers around the states, which already have that in the process.
Right.
Yeah, before the quarantine, came down on us, the COVID-19. So, um, working, like, I wouldn't want to mention them, but so
Right.
one of these rappers that I want to work with, if I can get that done, that is one of the things that's going to make me very, very fulfilled. I want to actually get that done. And
Okay.
everything is set up. He's heard my stuff. He's impressed with it,
Mm.
and he wants the collaboration. So
Wow.
I'm working on that. Then another objective would be, I have a number of albums project that I want to put out in the next couple of years, and
Yes.
I have to be on my toes to get that done. A lot of projects. yeah, I have so much inside of me naturally. Like I just, the thing just comes out naturally. I've been doing this for almost all my lifetime.
Right.
So if I don't put out this number of projects that I've written down, I'll feel a lot less satisfied in a couple years. So I want to make sure that I put all of them out.
Right, because you find fulfillment in your music.
Yes, that's the ultimate goal.
Yes.
Yeah, eventually it's going to come with other things. We know money is good.
Right.
It's going to come with other things. Even like I said, fame is not the reason. It's not the ultimate objective. It was never in the picture. But if you try to reach more people to get them connect with what you're doing, somehow, some way, you're gonna get known by some people. But that's not the ultimate goal. That doesn't bother me. I'm not interested in that. So these are the list of goals that I have to achieve in the next couple years. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I just want to say, Cheesy the Dawn. Thank you so much for joining us today on Tea with Katriel. It was really great having you over today. Despite the social distancing, we're still able to work something out.
Yes.
And I hope the viewers will be able to get something, especially those aspiring rappers or music artists who are looking forward to being in the music industry, either professionally or just as a hobby. There's so many things that needs to be learned in terms of anything that has to do with entertainment and art. So Cheesy with the Dawn, did I say it right? Cheesy the Dawn? The Dawn.
Correctly, man. Cheesy the Dawn is well pronounced. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on today. Really, really appreciate your presence.
It's my pleasure.
Do you want to just tell the viewers how they can connect?
At Cheesy the Dawn _ okay, this way, Cheesy _ Dawn. So I'm going to spell it. Cheesy as in CHIZZY _ THA _ DON. So this goes for Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
On Facebook, you can just type Cheesy the Dawn as one word. CHIZZYTHADON as one word. You're going to find me. My fan page and my friend page. Also, you can reach me on Snapchat, The Real Cheesy. Snapchat. So I'm looking forward to meet people. So
all right.
Reach more people with my music.
Yep, you heard him. Go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. He's on all the platform, and we're expecting great things from this artist. I tell you, he already said it. There's something coming up, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that. There was a rap song that I heard you performed on Instagram. Maybe what we can do is we can play it for the viewers, one of your songs, so they can. And it's really great to have our local artists recognized, and I'm really glad that we're able to connect with you on this platform.
Same here.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone who is watching us. This is Tea with Katriel on Hard Vibes Media. Thank you so much. Connect with us again. You can reach us on any social media platform, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And we'll see you around. If you have any questions, you can just message us on our platforms. Thank you. Have a great day.
No problem. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
All right.
My blue velvet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Summer season, nice sunny weather, so breezy and chilly. Had to pull my jacket on, made with leather. Went out to get something to eat for dinner. Saw this beautiful lady, she was damn so fine. The most girls around my neighborhood. Some niggas wanna have her, and some wish they could. But I was different cause I style up a trick. Call me a sharpshooter like Robin Hood. One of the best guys in my neighborhood. Drama began when I said I'm gonna talk to her. My friends said I cannot, so I named upstairs, talk to her. I forced her beauty, make me nervous, stay high. We started conversation, my friends became jealous. Like an angel, her smile so infectious. I said to her she was drop dead gorgeous. Skin so fresh like the weather was winter. Sainted and looking, but she's a born sinner. Yeah. My blue velvet.